Yo, what's going on guys, Ranger? Hope you're having an amazing day so far. And in today's video, I'll be ranking the top Solana NFTs, but I am not trying to fight anyone's backs, man. This is just my personal opinion, so please don't try to roast me too hard. Boy, if you don't get Patreon gang is still eating, man. We called Gothic DJs at 7.9 SOL and they hit an all-time high of 20. So for $3 a month, you could have made a 12 plus SOL gain easily. If you are interested in the Patreon, man, it is the first thing in the description box down below. But that's enough talking, man. Let's get straight into this NFT tier list. As you see, guys, this is the NFT tier list, man. And shout out to the boy cooltimes for letting me use his. And for the projects, man, we got some blue chips as well as some new hyped projects. So with that being said, man, let's get straight into these rankings. So for the first project, we have Degen Town, and this project honestly is a really Degen play compared to all these solid projects, man. These just can't really compete, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the F tier. And for the next project that we have Primates, and this project does have an insane community, man. I see this PFP all over Twitter and they raid hard. The devs are really focusing in on that brand, but in terms of utility, that's where they're really lacking. Because there are a bunch of really solid projects on this rankings, I'm not gonna put them at F because I do think they're better than Degen Town, but I am gonna put them at E. And just because I put them at this ranking now, we're gonna go back at the end of the adjustment, so don't worry, don't trip about it. But just because of all the blue chips and really strong developed projects already that we do have on this tier list, I think E is fair. All right, now we got Teo Robotics, man. This is a very strong project. You cannot fade that man Soulport Tom. The project is honestly standing pretty strong during this bear market as well, and they do have their pilots mint coming up soon, so I'm really excited to see how that goes. Then they have their Soulport launchpad. If they are able to make this the top launchpad in Solana, this is definitely an S tier project, and for that I'm gonna give them a top A tier spot, no doubt. All right guys, next up we have degods. I feel like this is literally a complete no-brainer. That man Frank is a Solana legend, and he's honestly really trying to give his holders the best life possible, and for that I'm gonna give them a solid D tier.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Psych boy, if you really thought about to put degods at D tier, man, you are absolutely insane. Degods is an S tier project, no doubt, man. They are running Solana as we speak. All right, next up we have Reptilian Renegade. Again, I don't know much about this project. All I know is they had insane potential and insane community, but then the Balloonsville rugger striked again. The fact that we have a random serial rugger running around rugging people is kind of crazy to me. Like, where the hell is Solana Batman when you need him, man? That boy needs to get out of retirement and stop sleeping. But for Reptilian Renegade, man, I'm respectfully putting them at that F tier. I know they made a run recently, but again, I do not know much about this project. I know there are like little mutations coming up, but again, I'll be putting them ahead of Degen Town though, so they'll be the top of that F tier. All right, next up, man, we have OK Bears, and this is gonna be a real controversial one, no doubt. There has been a lot of fun with OK Bears as of late, especially with HGE and this whole Awakening Bear situation. People have really been coming at the OK Bears dev team, just not delivering enough. I know they had that whole wristband situation where their community was trying to turn that FUD into some sort of meme, although they really do have the potential to build a fucking empire here, and almost 2 million SOL volume is completely fucked. They have almost 5% list down. Pretty sure they have the most watchers as well. This project is the main reason why a lot of ETH people came into the Solana space, and ever since their launch, people are looking for that next OK Bears, that next OK Bears pump. So although their utilities are not the best, what they've done for this community is absolutely insane, man. 2 mil into this ecosystem is absolutely nuts, and for that I think it is fair to put them in that A tier. Next project that we got, the bread and butter Gothic Degens. This is a super fire upcoming project, and the fact that they went from a Degen mint to a 20 floor all-time high is absolutely nuts. This project is doing insane things, man. They have a collab with Primates, Stoned Ape Crew, as well as Teo Robotics, and they even made an announcement yesterday. They have calls with 2 more projects that have 100 plus SOL floor. If you guys do not know what Gothic Degen is, it's really an art-based project, basically where they collab with these other big projects and basically gothify their collection. As of right now, they've done it with Goofy Gorillas, Ghost Kids DAO, as well as Soul Gods. And basically to get this airdrop, you're randomly selected as a holder of a Gothic Degens or the collab that they're partnering with. And I am currently holding 2 of these, man. I'm very bullish on this team and this community. And with those 2, I was lucky enough to get a Soul Gods airdrop, and I sold that for 5.5 SOL, so you cannot beat that. The fact that they've had airdrops pumped to damn near a 10 SOL floor is absolutely ridiculous. They're basically just giving you free SOL. And I know I'm super biased with this project, but I have to put them C tier. tier. They just have so much stuff coming up and they are turning a lot of heads. They have been in a lot of talks with Frank from degods, which is also a really bullish sign. The fact that Frank is seeing that potential and giving them one-on-one time to help develop the project is nuts. So hey, what can I say, man? Don't fade that boy Frank. All right, so after looking at it a little bit, I do think I need to switch some things up. So I decided to move primates to D tier. I just think that is fair. All right, so all those primate stands screaming in the comments, man, don't worry, I got you. All right, next up, man, we got Community, and I'm also gonna keep it a buck. I really don't know shit about this project. All I know is people are buying these labs for like 1,000 fucking soul. But I mean, hey, since people are buying them for like 1,000 fucking soul, they have to be doing something right. So respectfully, I'm putting them in D. Please don't yell at me too much. All right, next up we have BSLR Blocksmith Labs. Again, these are some more insane builders. They are really running that whitelist marketplace meta, really made projects shift from that token based whitelist to that wallet based. This honestly made it super easy overall to obtain these whitelists as well. They even do have a PFP upgrade in the works, which looks absolutely insane. They did have an all-time high of close to like 130 soul, and they have drawn back close to 50%. I am looking for an entry in the Blocksmith lab. I feel like it's such a safe investment with the strong dev team that they have, and they're just building out the ass. For that, I think it is safe to put them in the top of B tier. Next project we have up is Kets. I've been hearing a lot of fun with Kets as well, but again, this is another project that's just such an insane community. The art is really fire and PFPable as well, and I see a lot of people rocking them on Twitter, Discord, etc. But just compared to these other projects in A and B tier, I just can't put them up there. They have an insane community. I know the community is gonna absolutely flame me for this. They're super fire, crazy community, but the utility is really lacking. For that, I am gonna put them top of C tier. All right, so next project up, we do have Trippin' Apes. Although they've recovered a bit, this project literally fell to single digits. It's absolutely nuts in my opinion. Even 12, all those people that bought at like 60 and 70 are literally just swinging at the air right now. And again, this is a project that hasn't really delivered on much. I feel like I don't see the community rating as hard as I do see primates and Kets. I know they did have some little party at NFT NYC, but again, man, I feel like that's just not enough. I feel like they rightfully deserve that E tier. Next project up, we have Famous Fox, man. This is again another project I'm super bullish on. The lowest I've seen these dip recently is that 20 soul range, and even for 23, that is an insane buy. This is again just another project that's continuously building, has delivered a lot to help better the Solana space. They have their token marketplace, which went absolutely berserk this last bull run. They have their Famous Fox raffles, which is really gambly, but it's honestly really fun. And again, they have staking for their Foxy token as well. But again, this is another team with just straight builders, man. They have delivered a lot for their community, so I think it is rightfully fair that they are in that B tier. Next up, man, we have Catalina Whale Mixer. These fell hard and are currently sitting at a 42 soul floor. Catalina is definitely a top project, no doubt. Saw these pump like crazy pre-Bubble Goose mint. They recruited an absolutely insane artist for Bubble Goose, but again, this is a proven project, man. This is one of the top projects on Solana, no doubt. So again, B tier is fair. All right, so next up we have SMB, and again, this is another super iconic project. Every big soul influencer in this space is rocking one of these as their PFP, and their DAO Monkey DAO really came to agreement with the devs to take over the project, which is absolutely nuts, man. You love to see the DAO taken over. I do think that it is safe to put these bad boys at A. Super iconic PFP, one of the OGs in the space. And again, man, the PFP is just too iconic. Too many big names are repping it, man. It would be hard to put them anywhere else. If they just had some more utility, man, they would definitely be an S tier project. But I do think A is a solid spot for them right now. Next project up, we have Degen Coin Flip. DCF is literally the founding fathers of gambling on Solana. And the fact this project literally has 0 listed is absolutely insane. They recently did launch Degen Fat Cats, which only has 215 listed out of a 20k supply. So their OG collection has 0% listed. Their second gen is closing in on 1% listed. Insane rev share, basically one of the founding fathers, like I said, of the degen gambling meta on Solana. I don't know how you could not put these at A tier, man. Easily A tier, no doubt. All right, so next project up, we have Stoned Ape Crew. Again, another project that took a really hard hit during this bear market. Their OG collection used to be at like 100 soul floor, now closing in on that 20 soul mark. Another OG project that's really proven themselves time and time again. Their second collection, Nuked Apes, is now sitting like sub 10 right now as well. They did drop their roadmap V3 a couple weeks ago during this bear market. They are planning on launching a third collection. I am excited to see how they deliver on that roadmap V3, but for now, man, top of C tier, I think is a solid spot for them. Last but not least, we have Boryoku Dragons. This is another blue chip project I do see cycling out as we see other projects like degods take their place. It's just projects like this, I feel like just get complacent and don't really adapt to the new metas and stuff. And this is why we see them falling off so hard, closing on that 50 soul floor. These used to literally be at like 200 plus. As of now, I don't know what utilities they really have other than merch as well as great whitelist spots. I know they have a really good close-knit community, and the alpha you get in there is pretty sick. Just as of late, these have really fallen off, but I can't knock what they've done for the space in general. So for that, I do think that it is fair to put them in that B spot. All right, so I did move some things around. I moved OKVersed to the bottom of A tier because SMB is so iconic, and Monkey Dog taking over I think could be big. DJ and Coinflip has to go ahead as well just because the rev share is absolutely insane, as well as 0% listed is ridiculous. In terms of our B tier, man, I did move Famous Fox to the bottom of B tier. This is because, man, you just cannot knock what the other two, Catalina Whales and Borku, have done for the space. Although the utilities may not be amazing, man, these are iconic projects. I do think it is not fair to put Famous Fox ahead of them just yet, but I do think next bull market, Famous Fox is able to continuously build and even develop maybe some utilities to benefit holders. I do see Famous Fox having that 100 soul potential. Is more of when than if. In terms of C tier, I did flip Kets and SAC. I know Stone Davis is a proven long-term builder. They've just been super quiet in this bear market, man, I'm not gonna lie. I do think Gothic Degens at C is fair. I have a real conviction in this project as long as they continue to build and don't get complacent. And then for D, we have Community 3 as well as Primates. Again, I don't know much about Community 3, so that's kind of why they were put there. And then Primates, on the other hand, great community. Utility is lacking though. Only time will tell for Primates. They're still a relatively new project. E, we got Trip and Ace, man, they really fell off hard. And then F, man, we got Reptilian, Renegade, and Degen Town. Not really much to say there. And of course for S tier, we have degods, man, the real front runners of the Solana NFT ecosystem. Frank's going absolutely insane, man. This Drippies mint is really going to be crazy, but I do think that this is a pretty solid ranking, I'm not gonna lie. But if you would make some changes or didn't agree with my tier list at all, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinion, or if you think I made a solid tier list, let me know down below, you know. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The Patreon link as well as the Twitter's and description box down below if you guys want to check me out on there. But yeah, guys, it's been Ranked, and I'm out.